My name is Allison Morgan and I'm a student at the University of South Alabama. Today I'm going to be discussing with you a children's book that's one of my favorite children's books from when I was younger, and it's Rainbow Fish by Marcus Pfister. The Rainbow Fish is packed full of images and pictures and information, and it's a very easy read for young readers, and it's also a very easy book to understand for young readers. The standards that I'm going to be basing on are second grade standards, and they are RL 2.1 and RL 2.2, and they're both key idea and detail standards. They are basically asking the student if they know who, what, when, where, and why things happen in the story, and to be able to identify the morals and the key ideas and the theme of these stories. So the Rainbow Fish is really good for that. It is, like I said, it's a very simple read, but it is a very important lesson for these age children. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit of information out of the book. I'm going to read a couple of different things. I'm going to skip around a little bit because it is a little bit longer than I needed it to be. So here we go. The Rainbow Fish. A long way out in the deep blue sea, there lived a fish. Not just an ordinary fish, but the most beautiful fish in the entire ocean. His scales were every shade of blue and green and purple, with sparkling silver scales among them. One day a little blue fish followed him after him. "Rainbow Fish," he called, "wait for me. Please give me one of your shiny scales. They're so wonderful and you have so many." "You want me to give you one of my shimmery scales? Who do you think you are?" cried the Rainbow Fish. "Get away from me." Now, I skipped over a little bit, but one day he poured out his troubles to the waves that told me your story. This is my advice. Give the glittering scales to each one of the other fish. You will no longer be the most beautiful fish in the sea, but you will discover how to be happy. Carefully, the Rainbow Fish pulled off the smallest scale and gave it to the little fish. Thank you very much," the little blue fish bubbled. A rather peculiar feeling came over the Rainbow Fish. For a long time he watched little blue fish swim back and forth with his new scale glimmering in the water. The Rainbow Fish then started to share his scales left and right, and the more he gave away, the more delighted he became. When the water around him filled with glimmering scales, he at last felt at home. So this book is great teaching young children how to, it's not always the best thing to be the best. Sometimes sharing your talents and sharing your ideas and sharing what you have with others makes you feel better than it does to be better than others. So this is a really great book on teaching relationships and teaching how to be a good friend versus a bad friend. And to go along with that, I do have a little art project that you can do with this age. So all you would need is glue and scissors and markers. And you can actually print these off of the internet. Just a few different things. These are actually going to go inside, and I'll show them to you in a little while. But this picture is going to be what they color, and then a piece of construction paper. So I already put it together so that we can see the finished product. So once the students color their Rainbow Fish, they're going to put it on the front of their booklet and cut it out, glue it on the front. And then on the inside, it's two different things. You've got one page that talks about the main character, settings, the problems, and the solutions. And then on the bottom, it just says a good friend is, and they will put that in there. So this is basically just trying to teach them to pull out all the information in this book and then just to write down what they think is a good friend, because that's a great lesson to learn. To wrap this all up, I could talk about this book forever because I love this book. Rainbow Fish is great for morals. It's great to teach kids. It's better to be friends. It's better to love one another. It's better to be respectful of others than it is to be the best. So, love this book. Again, The Rainbow Fish, Marcus Pfister. It is wonderful. It is a really pretty book, and it's very captivating. So, it's good for all ages. So, that's that. Thank you.